Welcome to my channel. My name's Henry, and I'm 93 years old this year. I've lived a long, full life, and if there's one thing that's kept my mind sharp and my spirit young, it's this: lifelong learning. Now, I may have a few more wrinkles than most of you watching, but trust me when I say, the more you keep learning, the more alive you feel. It's like fuel for your brain and food for your soul. I've seen a lot of things change in nearly a century, from rotary phones to smartwatches, but one thing that's always remained true is the power of curiosity. Today, I want to share some stories, experiences, and lessons I've learned about how staying curious, reading, trying new things, even late in life, has kept me going strong. These are not just ideas from books or things I heard on the radio. These are lessons lived, and I hope they inspire you, no matter what age you are, to never stop learning. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let me take you on a little journey through the lens of 90+ years of living, learning, and growing. Number 1. The power of curiosity. When I was a boy, growing up during the Great Depression, we didn't have much, but I was always curious. I'd ask questions about how the radio worked or why the moon followed us at night. My parents didn't always have the answers, but they encouraged me to keep asking. That curiosity never left me. Even now, I still read articles about new discoveries in science or advancements in medicine. It's not that I want to become a scientist at my age, but keeping up with the world gives me a sense of belonging and connection. I believe curiosity is the spark that keeps your brain alive. The minute you stop wondering, you start aging in ways that go beyond the body. I've met folks younger than me who seem older because they stopped being curious. So don't be afraid to ask questions, even the silly ones. They're the seeds of learning. Number 2. Learning from books and beyond. Books have been my lifelong companions. I still remember the first time I read The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. It transported me to another world. But books are just one way of learning. Over the years, I've also taken community college classes, joined a local history group, and even tried learning Spanish in my 80s, just to challenge myself. Learning doesn't mean sitting in a classroom all day. It can be a conversation, a new hobby, or even watching a documentary on something you've never heard of before. One time, I built a birdhouse just by watching videos online. It wasn't perfect, but it taught me patience, precision, and that I could still learn something new with these old hands. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. And that's a beautiful thing. Number 3. Passing down knowledge. One of the greatest joys of living a long life is having the chance to pass down what you've learned. My grandson calls me his walking history book. But I don't just want to share facts. I want to share wisdom. There's a difference. I've told my children and grandchildren stories about my time in the war, about working 40 years at the same company, about the mistakes I made and the lessons that came with them. They say they learn more from my stories than from school. I believe that when we pass down our knowledge, we keep a part of ourselves alive in the future, and we make the next generation just a little wiser. Don't keep your experiences to yourself. Share them. You never know who needs to hear what you've learned. Number 4. Staying mentally active through change. If there's one constant in life, it's change. I've seen the world go from horse-drawn wagons to electric cars. At first, change was scary. It felt like the world was moving too fast. But I learned that adapting to change keeps you young. Every time I learned to use a new gadget, whether it was a microwave, a computer, or my smartphone, it gave me a little boost of confidence. It reminded me that I'm still capable, still engaged. My advice is to lean into change, not run from it. Try that new technology. Learn that new app your grandkid is excited about. It's not about mastering everything. It's about showing yourself that growth doesn't stop when you hit a certain age. As long as your mind is willing, you can keep up. Number 5. The gift of teaching others. Over the years, I've mentored young folks in all kinds of ways, helping them with job advice, teaching woodworking, or just sitting down for a talk. And you know what? Every time I teach, I learn something too. It's not a one-way street. Teaching gives me purpose. It makes me feel useful. And it helps me reflect on everything I've lived through. When you teach, you make your experiences matter in a new way. You give someone else a head. Start with the knowledge you earned the hard way. And let me tell you, Nothing feels better at 90-something than knowing you made a difference in someone's life, just by sharing what you know. Thanks for watching. I hope my stories gave you a little inspiration today. If there's one thing I want you to take away, it's this. It's never too late to learn something new. I'm living proof that your brain can stay just as active and alive as your body, even into your 90s. Whether it's reading, trying a new hobby, or teaching someone younger, keep feeding your mind. That's how you stay young at heart. If you enjoyed this video, I'd be mighty grateful if you gave it a thumbs up or subscribed for more life lessons from this old timer. And if you've got a story or lesson of your own, share it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep that curiosity burning bright. God bless.